guys, so welcome to another video. So let me hire you up. Battery pack. So I thought of doing this video, or as you'll have seen, because of what I've just played before this, I thought I'd explain. I'm getting asked a lot if I'm competing, when I'm going to compete, why I'm not competing, if I'm not competing. So bear with. Just got stuff on my trousers. Bear with. Like a right juggy. We're back. So the reason, they were my lifts. The little segue that you've just seen is the lifts that I did at the comp. So first of all, I'd like to say thank you to, probably not watching, but Richard Thimbley, Rich, who was my handler on the day. I think he was fundamental in me getting 8 out of 9 lifts. He was brilliant. He drove me there, let me just concentrate on lifting. So thank you. Also, massive thanks to Scott Badwell. I think it's now Scott, the DIY Dad Badwell on Instagram, but he was my coach. He is the person that gave me the confidence in myself to go and compete. So if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't have competed, and I wouldn't have the memories and the thing that I can say I competed. So the reason I'm not competing, there's quite a few reasons. One of the main reasons is I feel like I'm not strong enough at the moment. I'm not naturally strong. I'm not calling myself strong now. I don't think I'm ever strong compared to everybody else, but I'm not naturally strong. So I can't take time out from training and then just come back and be moving weight that I've never moved before, or moving weight that I've moved before but really easily. I'm not naturally strong. I have to work hard at it to gain the strength. So that's one of the main reasons. Like, one is it's going to be busy. You know, I compete in the, I think I've actually got, where is it? No, I compete in the ynepf, Yorkshire North East Powerlifting Federation, but it's the IPA, is it the IPA, International Powerlifting Association? I think so. Everyone's going to want to compete, aren't they? Because they've been out for so long. So I'm not, that's an unattractive angle. I enjoy competing, I really did. And to get a 550 total on your first day of competing, I keep telling myself I've got to be happy with that, but I'm not. I'm a very, very, very competitive person. I always want to do best. Case in point, I set myself when I first started powerlifting. I've been onto this videos in the past. I was weak as piss. Like a drain pipe. No real muscle. I thought I was big, and I really wasn't. I wanted a 140 squat. I can picture it, and I remember the day that I did a 140 squat in the gym at the dome. As soon as I'd racked it, I wanted 180. Never happy, never satisfied. The old saying is, it never gets easier, you just get stronger. There's always no matter who you are, there's always a easy weight, an okay weight, a really hard weight, and a weight you can't move. No matter where you are on the scale of lifting weight and how many kilos, there's always those. But the biggest thing, the reason I'm not competing, second to I don't want to yet, I want my openers to be my last lifts from when I did the competition. So that for me means my opener wants to be 190 squat. I want my opener to be I think I got 120. I think I failed 125 bench. Not going to go into details why, but 120 bench and 240 deadlift. I want them to be my openers. I want them to be weights that I don't even have to think about. Can even do beltless if I want to do beltless. You get the gist. And at the moment, I could, but I wouldn't be able to progress any further past that. I'm not saying I've not got more. I've got more than 190, more than 120, more than 240 in me now. But I don't just want to come 560 kilo. Don't just want to be 600 kilo. I want it to be above a 600 kilo total. So I'm not in the position. I'm not ready. I'm not there yet to train. I don't want to be training on the sole focus of competing, because I find you get into the mindset of singles. This is all I need. I need to be moving more singles, and at the moment I'm on the power building program, the Morsia, and I'm moving weights. I filmed a video yesterday on shoulders. It'll come out soon. It'll come out, yeah, soon. This will come out before it. I move weight that I've never moved before. No, rephrase that. I've moved it before, but nowhere near as nice and nowhere near as many reps. And it felt comfortable. As I've said this in the past, overhead press is my nemesis. It's my weakest lift. Shoulders have always been my weakest. So if I can make movement on the weakest lifts, which is shoulders for me, if I'm going to be therefore moving weight on shoulders that I've never moved before, it should correlate to everything else. It therefore means everything else should move. I'm in a really good position at the moment. I'm taking it steady, 2.5 kilos a session. I'm training 5 days a week, but I'm getting a squat, a bench and a deadlift once a week. So therefore means it's 10 kilo a month. That's not crap. But yeah, not competing. I think it's going to be very busy, and for me, everybody will be stronger than me. There might be the odd person that won't be. I don't want to go and compete to then come second to last. You've beat yourself up, you've took a day off work, you've come last. It's just going to be a moral bashing and be worse. I want to compete because I feel like I've got a chance of coming top 5. That's my goal. I don't think I'd ever get top 3, and I definitely won't win it. If I win it, planets will have to align. People will not have to compete because they've either got injured or they're not competing at this one, or planets will have to align. I don't feel strong enough at the moment. I'm just enjoying the process of coming to the gym, training, going home, knowing that I'm getting stronger. Lots of my friends are thinking of competing. Some aren't. Just find at the moment for me, it's not the right time. It's not the right time to compete. It sounds like a bit of an acceptance speech. Thanks to Richard, and I'd like to thank Scott, which I would do. I'd also like to thank the team. That's the other thing. I don't want to name they're the main 2 people, I would say, that Scott would have been there on the day, but they had to work. They're the main 2 people that came on the day. There was so many other people that helped get me to where I was. Now, I know that's in the grand scheme of things, that's not strong, but for me at that point, that was probably then, and still then, it's probably the strongest I've ever been. I am knocking. Give me a couple of weeks and I'll start to move weights. Because the way I have to see it is lifetime PBs. If you've not moved that weight in the last year, it's a PB for me. So when I start pushing the 190 squats, it's a PB, really. In the last year, have I really moved 190, 195? Is it going to be where I'm not moving anything else? Like 235 to 240, 130 pluses on bench. If you've not moved it properly in the last year, I find that it can be classed as a PB. Not a lifetime PB, but a PB. So yeah, that's why I'm not competing. Because I don't want to. And I'd get absolutely creamed if I competed. I'd just come last, and that's no fun. No fun at all. Why? I don't want to have to come off this and go on a peaking program to then probably be not much stronger than I am now. You will, because you're peaking, but just don't. I'm not ready. Not this time on my training program. I'm not going to go and compete. And also, the big one is, I don't think I'd have got in. Because I think places, yes, can't click. But places went fast, really fast. So, Instagram, Facebook. I hope this has answered people's questions. This is why I'm not. I gave quite a few reasons why I'm not competing. I just don't feel it's the right time for me. I mean, I'm acting like, oh no, you're not competing. Oh no, what will they do? No one will give a flying. But I just don't want to yet. I'm not a member of the federation anymore. That lapsed. So I'm not going to join the federation when I'm not. I'd rather train for a year, a good 12 months of training, and then I'm going to be moving weight. I'm going to be in a massively better space weight-wise, and then we'll think about training. Think about training. Am I ready to compete? Do you think I'll be better? If I'm better than I was, then yes. But I'd only beat my total by 20 kilo, 30 kilo if I go balls to the wall. So, yeah, not competing. Sorry to everybody that wants me to compete, but I'm not doing. Like, comment, share, subscribe, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. 2 videos on TikTok now. I'll see you in the next one. Thanks, guys. Bye.